LEGO Star Wars has a tradition of making terrible AT-ST polybag builds, and it's great to see that tradition carried on in 2022 with the 30495 Hoth AT-ST Polybag. It includes 79 pieces, and this is the type of set you can pick up for $5 at the checkout aisle of stores like Target. It has the Episode 5 box art with Darth Vader and the dark blue line on the polybag, although it may be a bit difficult to see as I feel like the print on the polybag is not very good, but the AT-ST in the foreground is shooting at something off the page there, and then we have the actual physical Hoth AT-ST in the background from episode 5, and as one would expect, the back of the polybag does not excite. Yeah, the finished model don't look so good. It is pretty rough looking. I'm not a fan, and it's such an odd choice for a polybag in 2022 when they could have done a UCS AT-AT polybag like to promote that, because they usually do polybags to promote like a bigger set, and the bigger set is the AT-ST, but $50 isn't that much money, and it just feels weird to have a polybag based off a set that's $50. It's not unheard of by any stretch of the imagination, but I just feel like there were better options for a polybag than a Hoth AT-ST, which they have to know doesn't look good. That is just nightmare fuel right there. But, I mean, let's talk about it on the merits of its design. It's seemingly accurate enough for a polybag, despite the face looking terrible. The cannons on the front can move up and down independent of each other, unfortunately, so they can get a little bit out of whack. Unlike on the actual big LEGO version, they stay together, which I really prefer. But you can see how that can look very bad if you're not careful with it. Obviously, this is a $5 polybag. It's not the premier display set. We do have the cannon on the side, which can rotate 360 degrees, and the same deal on the other side. This one going to be a little bit more apt to fall off because it's only connected by a stud instead of being pushed into the piece. As you can see, it fell off. Told you it was going to happen. Now, for those that like leg posability, this is actually a somewhat good one with a ton of posability. I mean, you can move this thing like crazy. You can have it do the splits. Obviously not particularly accurate, but you do get some options with the movement of these legs. Unfortunately, it's a bit skinny in that way, and so it is hard to get it to balance. Like, it's also very top heavy, but the legs move a lot if you want them to, so that's a generally good thing, I suppose. The feet are also very skinny though, so they don't provide a lot of load distribution. Like, this thing is going to fall over pretty easily because of that, but I generally think that the turning of the head is somewhat disappointing as well. You get such a small range of motion on that. It's just not that much, but I mean, it's a polybag AT-ST. What you see is what you get. There's no hidden great feature to this thing. It's ugly. It's cheap. It's a great stocking stuffer for kids around Christmas time. It's a great impulse buy if you have $5 and you want to buy a LEGO Star Wars set, but you don't want to buy the $50 version of the AT-ST, I guess. But, I mean, this doesn't really replace that to me, like, at all. Getting a bad AT-ST polybag is always a good time, though. I'm curious what everyone thinks about this one in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and you can check out more 2022 LEGO Star Wars set reviews on the end screen now.